Hello, everybody, and welcome to another awesome episode of Movie Guys Podcast. I am Jordan, along here, like always, with Eric and Ed. And if you've downloaded this episode, then you know that she is here with us again. We are with Griffin. How you doing today, Griffin?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We are lovely. We are excited to talk about Phase 3, leading up to our big review of Infinity War. Tonight, we're talking about Civil War, Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Spider-Man Homecoming, Ragnarok, and also Black Panther. Eric, which one's your favorite out of that bunch?
Oh, it's a tough call. Black Panther is pretty dope, but I really was taken aback by Spider-Man Homecoming. So it's a coin flip. It's a coin flip. Ed, what do you think?
I was going to say Spider-Man until you said Spider-Man, so now I'm just going to say Black Panther. Because it's awesome. I mean, they're equally as good. You know, like Spider-Man takes you by surprise with how good it is, and everybody knows my love for Black Panther. Like, it's just been one of my favorite characters.
Oh, man, for real, man. Wakanda forever. We're down with that.
Yeah. And it's been breaking all kinds of records. So of course, I mean, I'm just gonna pick it.
Nice. Griffin,
Yeah.
do you have a favorite one?
Black Panther and Homecoming.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's like Homecoming's like a close second place.
Well,
You know-
why Homecoming though? Like, what about Homecoming kind of stood out for everybody?
This guy, what is his name? Tom Holland. He
Yeah.
is my favorite Spider-Man so far.
I agree.
Some people get pissed about that, but like he looks like a high school boy. He doesn't look like some preppy, British guy. Number 2. What is that? Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then is it Tobey Maguire, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He looks like a pained old man sometimes. Because he was. So
Emo Spider-Man in 3. That was.
Hey,
the
he was
first
my
moment.
age. This is bullshit.
You're old, Jordan. So
I'm 31. I'm okay.
Oh
I-
he's
my God.
supposed to be in high school.
Yes. Yeah. Was
They did
my Peter
very-
Parker.
They did a very good job. Yeah.
Was teenage Peter Parker, and because he was going through real life stuff. I enjoyed him and a lot, and they also did us the grace of not doing an origin story. Like, they picked up right where Civil War left off, and it was up to the
Mhm.
races. They assume that you already know Spider-Man. They don't need to tease you about it, so that's great. And
Yeah.
they give you the hottest Aunt May to date.
that's the best part.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sally Field's pretty hot for me and my old ass, I guess.
Oh, dude, Marissa Tomei is amazing, and they centered a lot of great jokes around it too. So that's
Mhm.
fantastic because
Yeah.
it blends with Tony Stark's attitude. Where he's just like, "How's your aunt doing?"
Yeah.
Because we all want to know how his aunt's doing.
Do we?
I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
All right.
Marissa Tomei's always been smoking hot. I like My Cousin Vinny. She was fantastic in My Cousin Vinny, and she was beautiful in that, like, the 2 Utes.
like
You know,
Academy Award winning.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going to start it off with the ending of Ant-Man, because after the end of Ant-Man, we get into Captain America Civil War. So we established that I know some about comics, but I haven't read a lot. But in college, the Civil War came out when I was in college, and that was the first big comic book series that I read from front to back, essentially, if you want to call it that way. And I was really excited to see that they were actually going to do this one, because Civil War as a comic is dark as shit.
Yeah.
So where the hell were they going to go with this? I believe, if my memory serves me right, I could be wrong, spoilers, but in the comic, doesn't Captain America get murdered?
Yeah, that is. Well, that was kind of later on. Civil War, like, and I noted that this is the one where, again, a lot of the superheroes, the divide, the people who want it to be free. There's Captain America.
Whoop. There you go.
There's
And
Captain America.
they they want to be an independent, and then there are the people who want to have it to be a government situation, and then they'd be on payroll and get protection too. And so you have like the great unmasking of like these heroes who are just like, yeah, hey, I'm a government employee now. It's me, Peter Parker. In the middle, it was me all along. Tiny,
Dun, dun, dun.
I fooled you all, and I'm also working for the government now as an Avenger. So like there was you know they did it well. They tied it in with the whole Winter Soldier thing, and I think it worked. I enjoyed it, but the Captain America movies feel fucking long for me. Like all of them, all
Yeah.
of them feel long. I enjoy them for the most part, but they just feel fucking long. Is it just me?
No, okay. So Griffin, I have an unpopular opinion, and I want to ask you this question first, and then we'll go to Ed. Okay.
Okay.
I feel, as of this moment until Infinity War comes out, that Civil War has the greatest villain in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And the reason why I say that is because he's not fantastic. He doesn't have superpowers. He is literally a dude who lost his family in Avengers 2, and he's trying to break them apart. So I think that's what makes him a great villain. Do you agree with that statement that so far the villain in the third Captain America movie is the best so far, or not?
Ugh, tricky question. He is most, I guess, lifelike, believable.
Yeah.
But part of what makes Marvel is that it is fantastic and kind of, mind blowing how this guy got bit by a spider, how this other guy, I could do more, but and I like the super heroes and the super bads. So
Okay. Fair enough. I was just curious because I really like that idea. Ed, what about you, buddy? Do you share my same vision, or do you agree with Griffin?
No, I mean, I see your point, although you've got to remember that in Homecoming, the bad guy wasn't a superhero either. I mean, didn't have superpowers. He was also somebody who was affected in the same style, but by the government.
I'm gonna interrupt you real quick though. Here's my argument on that one though.
Okay.
What makes Vulture different than the villain in Civil War is that Vulture eventually got his super suit. Right? The villain in Civil War is just a guy in blue jeans
Well,
and a
he got his super power by using the Hydra technology to take over Winter Soldier, take over Bucky.
Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra. No, I mean, but
you voted for Trump, didn't you?
but that is an interesting point though, because I mean, like, you're right, Ed. I mean, Michael Keaton is not the Vulture in the beginning of the movie. He gets his super suit and becomes the Vulture. But that's why I like the villain in 3 so much, is because yes, he had Hydra to kind of use, to manipulate things, but he didn't put that super suit on to become a villain. He was a villain straight up all the way through.
Yeah, I see your point, but to the other side of it, I mean, I see your point, and I'm not necessarily disagreeing with it, but you got to remember, yes, Vulture got his suit, but he only turned bad because the government stole his entire family's income. Not only that, he employed multiple people.
True that.
And stole their family's income. So while the bad guy in the Civil War, he did it out of vengeance in a different way, the Vulture did it to protect his family. So you could say that that's a more, I don't want to call it altruistic, but that's a more virtuous reason to be a bad guy. It just so happened that Spider-Man got in his way.
Okay.
Well, what about the other bad guys that we have to talk about in the franchise? I mean, one notably being played by the gorgeous Kurt Russell in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yes, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, another movie that we reviewed here for Movie Guys Podcast that I was excited as hell to see. A rare case where the sequel is better than the original, right, Eric?
I wouldn't say better than the original. It took the same beat, but I enjoyed it. It was still just as good. It was just as fun. It kind of kept the same soundtrack. We had Volume 2, the Awesome Mix Volume 2, right? So yeah. I enjoyed it for what it was. It was a nice, I guess, twist at the end, if you wanted to call it that, where it's Kurt Russell ends up being Peter Quill's dad, I guess, and he's also this kind of love being who is just fucking everything. Like which
love being.
He's not a player. He just fucks a lot, I guess. I'm not a creator. I just fuck a lot.
What about you, Griffin? Kurt Russell now comes to you and says, we're gonna space it up right now, me and you. Kurt Russell now. Yes? No?
Yes.
Now? With his
Yeah.
old ass?
I mean, he's kind of hot still.
Still very hot.
But his balls are like down to his knees, I bet.
Have you seen Tombstone?
Oh,
All right.
yes.
Fair
oh,
enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right,
Yeah,
fine.
I'm your
fine.
Have you
Huckleberry.
seen used cars?
No.
Well,
You can still drive them.
you
So
should fucking
Jeez.
do
So-
yourself a disservice.
Before we go on to Guardians full on, though, I have a question for all three of you. So, Eric, I'll ask you first. For Civil War, whose side were you on? Captain America or Iron Man?
Iron Man. I was on Iron Man's from the start. I like the order
He's a
that.
Fed. You're a Fed.
Yeah. I like the order that he has because Captain is. I keep an eye on Captain. Like I feel like he can get too blinded in his good ways sometimes, and it's just like, listen, bud, like you gotta. That was always my thing, but at the same time, the whole save your friend thing, the whole I understand that too, that he wanted to do that. That just seems very comic booky, but I guess reality puts me into Tony Stark's kind of mind, just because Captain is a liability, and god damn it, Captain, you gotta. Government gave you those powers. Why do you fucking respect it? Respect it before you get wrecked.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Check yourself
Griffin.
before you wreck yourself.
Are you on Captain America's side or are you on Iron Man's side, Griffin?
I go back and forth because one, I don't think Captain America really fucked shit up too bad in Avengers 2. Whereas that was all Tony Stark's fault. So I feel like he should feel the heat from that. Like that was his creation, gone wrong. And I guess that's fair for Tony to feel bad and then want to put a, closer lid, I don't know, on the Avengers, but I don't know. It didn't feel totally 100% in character.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm
All
worried
right.
about it. I was back and
Okay.
forth between both.
Well, you
On
like
the-
you like both sides, so it's hard to which kid's your favorite,
Yeah.
Ed, how about you, buddy? Iron Man side or Cap side?
Well, Captain America side is more realistic. Realistically, the side I defended, but like Tony Stark and his crew is just more badass. So like you wanted them to win.
Yeah,
They were
that might
just
be
cool.
it.
They were just cooler. They were just cooler.
Yeah, I mean, he
You know-
had Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean they were just,
Black
they were just
Panther.
cooler dudes. Yeah, like the Captain America side they were right in my opinion on what they wanted to be, like why they wanted to do what they wanted to do. But you know what I mean? Like they were too good. They're too goody. Like he had the nerd crew.
That
Yeah.
is that maybe what it is? Is that my reaction?
Yeah.
Just like, oh, you fucking gospel loving piece of, and I just want to.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah,
You
No.
nerd.
Life must shit on you. You can't have it this way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the second movie, we're not going to talk much about, but we have to talk about it. The second movie in Phase 3 was Doctor Strange, a movie that I would not have seen at all if it wasn't for Movie Guys podcast.
Why not?
And if you can listen and also to the Movie Guys verse that Ed named a few weeks ago. Thank you, Ed, for giving us that.
Hashtag.
Movie Guy verse. That's what we call it now. That's what our fans were called. But no, it's just I don't know anything about Doctor Strange, and I'm like, how's this guy gonna fit? I think it's the weakest out of the movies, but I don't got much to say about Doctor Strange. It wasn't. It was definitely a throwaway. Griffin, do you agree that Doctor Strange was a throwaway in the Phase 3?
I am with you on not knowing much about it, but they explored cool potential that, is otherworldly, and I would like to know more about. I just don't.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I like it, but I don't want to. Nah. Yeah.
It was crucial that he's been introduced into the world, just because as far as like a tier of hero goes, he's ace. He's S class in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, he's it's like him, Silver Surfer, Vision, and what's her name, Phoenix.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
level 5.5 mutant. Like yeah, I think
Yes.
he's up there. He's very strong, very big sorcerer. So I think it's
Mhm.
great that he's been introduced into the world just because he's that part. His character is really the essence of him, and I like that too. But the big complaint is that because Doctor Strange reminded everyone of just basically Benedict Cumberbatch doing his Tony Stark impression.
Oh, well, that's
Well,
interesting. I haven't heard that. That's good.
I would have thought that it was like him playing Sherlock again, but in in Marvel movies, which he was fantastic at Sherlock.
Good call.
That was absolutely incredible. Slightly less autistic in Doctor Strange though, but like Doctor Strange, the movie, if and it's funny we were talking about it like this being the weakest of the movie of the franchise thus far, like the Phase 3. If that's where the case, if Doctor Strange were in any other phase, it would be the strongest movie. So that just goes to show you like all the strength of this phase, how good it is, how they finally cured up their villain problem. We had every villain in this phase so far has been awesome, and we know Thanos is going to be awesome. They had weak villains in everything else that they've done, so far. So, this movie, if you stand it alone or put it in a different phase, it's the best one. So I don't know. To call it the weakest of Phase 3 is like saying, he's the worst pitcher in the Hall of Fame.
We'll get there. I think it was crucial just to introduce him and to introduce Dormammu too, the big the Lord of the Dark Dimension or whatever the hell it was. Because I think those are pretty big characters, and if they plan to use them later, then it'll be pretty cool because those dimensions do exist, and those dimensions are reality, and we've seen a few different dimensions now. Like we've seen Black Panther go into the ancestral dimension. So, do you know anyone who can make a portal into a different dimension? Because I know someone. So,
And you got to remember all these things that they're doing in Phase 3 now are absolutely needed for Thanos. I don't want to give a whole lot away from the comics, even though I've basically ruined it before. But everything that they've done, especially in Phase 3, is leading up to the introduction and the destruction of Thanos, even though they haven't introduced fully the characters who do defeat Thanos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a good point. Yeah. No, I hear you. There's just a movie that I wasn't a fan of, but I was a fan of Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Griffin, did you? How'd you feel about Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Griffin? Was that an awesome, pleasant surprise again that they did it twice, lightning in a bottle?
It was a fun movie. I'll say that.
Wow. That's
Very,
it.
It was very fun. I guess I don't really know what I was expecting. I don't know. But this one I felt like I was kind of like, oh, we're laughing? Okay, we're laughing. Instead of serious Star-Lord. But I guess Star-Lord's not very serious. So, quite a bit.
They
What
tried
about
to
that
humanize
opening,
him.
though?
No, they tried to humanize Star-Lord, right? Like
Yeah,
give him
they
a
tried to.
father. So, I don't know. The
Yeah, but I
opening,
love that opening though with Groot though. Baby Groot in the opening is just great.
So cute.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I
incredible.
love the whole team together. They're all very funny.
sets the tone of the movie, and it did it well. I think, yeah, it was just picked up right where it left off, and that's exactly what it needed to do. No complaints.
And what about you, man? What'd you feel about Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Well, when we reviewed it, I said that the first one was such a randomly good movie that they could take a lot of risks in this one, and they worked. I thought it was probably one of the most fun movies to watch of them all. It actually hit with its comedy, unlike Thor Ragnarok. Like they tried to be funny in that movie, and it really wasn't. But yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun. I mean, I guess that's just the theme word for this movie is fun.
All right, fair enough. So there were two superheroes that I loved growing up as a little kid. Number one would be Batman, DC, and number two would be Spider-Man.
Spiderman, yeah.
Spider-Man. I grew up at a great time when the Batman animated series was on, and also the Amazing Spider-Man series was on. So I got a chance to watch both cartoons and loved the hell out of them. But I kind of fell in love with Spider-Man more. So when the first Spider-Man movie came out in 2001, I was gung ho, guys. I mean, Spider-Man from head to toe. You know,
Sure.
Spider-Man underwear. Let's do it. You know, loved it. And then when Andrew Garfield came in, I was disappointed, but he won me over with the second one. And then when I heard Tom Holland is coming in this one, I was like, oh God, another third Spider-Man. This is ridiculous. Like, come on, this is worse than Batman. Like, let's just pick a guy and let's go. But I argued until Homecoming came out that I know, very unpopular, but I argued that The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was the best Spider-Man movie of all time. Not Spider-Man 2, but The Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Andrew Garfield.
Sure.
That's with Jamie Foxx, right?
Yeah.
That is a good movie.
So I thought that was the best. But no, Tom Holland here with Spider-Man Homecoming stole the show, right? This is amazing. Spider-Man Homecoming is great. You have a great villain. I'm shocked, and I was just pleasantly surprised that MJ was there the whole time, and you did not think that was who she was.
It's a new twist.
Yeah.
That's a new twist. But so, Eric, do you share that kind of a thought with? I mean, like, were you just geeked as hell as I was for Spider-Man? I mean, like, were you so happy with this, or were you let down?
I was real hyped up from this movie from the start, ever since Civil War, because I knew that this one was the one that Marvel had control of. So this was the different one. This is the unique one where it's under Marvel's belt now. So yeah, I came in with the hype ready, just worn on my shoulders. It was fantastic, and I walked out even better. Like it fulfilled everything. It was fantastic. Casting was great. This was probably my favorite one of the Phase 3. Like it's tough because I like Black Panther a lot too, but I mean Spider-Man really hit it. It just really hit it out. You know what? And it's like because I like Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker more than I thought I would, but Tom Holland is just like when you know what I mean. Like a bullseye's a bullseye. That's Peter Parker to me.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's a good point because I would argue that Andrew Garfield is good because of his co-star Emma Stone.
Oh, you don't need to argue at all. Like,
I mean, those two, I think maybe are still dating, but I know they dated during the set of Amazing Spider-Man 2. They were dating in real life. So when you have that chemistry, you really, really believe in the death of Gwen Stacy in that movie, and that is a big death. So going on with that one, Griffin, same question with you. I mean, like, were you hyped for Spider-Man as much as Eric and I was? I mean, was this the movie for you that year to go see?
Yeah, I was really excited to see Homecoming. I loved the trailers, and it looked funny and just a genuine good one, and it really was. I own it. I've watched it quite a few times, and I don't ever get bored of it. So, I mean, we'll see if I watch it a few more thousand times. Maybe I will, but so far I really like it.
No, I mean, isn't that great that a movie that you can watch 1,000 times and just not get bored with it? Isn't that great? Because you're really getting that $20 that you spend on that Blu-ray then. You know what I mean? Like,
I got the digital download.
Oh. It was it had like the Marvel humor that they do so well with it too. That we saw a lot of in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah,
well, you know, since we made fun of my old age earlier, I'm only 31, but screw you guys. I'm going home.
I got the VHS tape of this movie.
I got the Betamax. All right, I got the Betamax. But Griffin, I actually purchased my first digital download at Amazon. I got Last Jedi just recently, so that was a big deal for me.
that was a mistake.
Whoa!
Yes.
No, not because of Last Jedi. No. I'm sorry. Wow, I came across as
I don't know to say you were just like,
Because-
wow,
Because-
light of fire, huh?
Mark Hamill said wait for Blu-ray, so I waited for Blu-ray, and it has a ton of bloopers and stuff.
That's
Nice.
all it had because I
Damn it.
I bought the digital download because it had that Director and Jedi documentary that I wanted to watch so bad, and that was on the digital download, so I was excited for it.
You know what? Just do both.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do both. Ed, how about you, man? Were you geeked for Spider-Man as we were?
No, I wasn't. Honestly, it was another movie that caught me by surprise. Like, I love Spider-Man, but we have been oversaturated with shitty Spider-Man movies for such a long time that I was like, all right, here we go. I mean, then once Civil War came out, then it was like, okay, I think they're gonna go and do a good job, but I wasn't like geeked. I thought we're gonna get an origin story again. We're gonna see some kid get bit by a fucking spider again. No, I mean, I was glad with the delivery of it. I just wasn't excited for the build up to it, like getting to the story.
All right, fair enough. The movie that I had no interest in seeing besides Doctor Strange was Thor Ragnarok. We've already established in the past 2 episodes of this phase series. I don't know what you want to call it, cinematic universe series. That I think Griffin shares my opinion with me on this. Like Thor, screw Thor. Like these movies are bad. They're stupid. Saw Thor Ragnarok in theaters because we had to review it for Movie Guys, and I was like, where was this the past 2 movies? This is great. This is what Thor should have been. Like, wow. I mean, Ragnarok is amazing. I mean, Griffin, since you hate Thor, what do you think about this one?
Hate.
It's a strong word. I like Thor. I like what
All right.
Thor could have been. I was supposed to see Ragnarok opening day. I had already bought the tickets. I wasn't like I was super pumped or anything, but I just, I bought the tickets because I'm smart. And day of, I had a flu, so I couldn't go. And I was like super sick in bed. And I get, or my boyfriend comes back home, and he's like, yeah, it was a cool movie. And I was like, well, what did I miss? Do I need to go see it with you again? And he's like, nope. So I just watched it,
So
like,
you-
actually pretty recently.
Makes you want to see it more.
I know. So I was asking around. I'm like, oh my God, what do you guys think of Thor? Was it hilarious? Was it epic? Everyone was like, it's funny, but it's funny.
Wow. No, it is funny, especially when my favorite thing in the whole movie was when Bruce Banner at the end, when he's like, I'm going to save the day, and he jumps off, and then there's in the background, a little guy just kills himself. And
Yeah.
there's an Hulk out. Like, that's just funny.
I don't think I remember that.
You remember that? Yeah, it was in the scene
Yeah.
towards the end when they had a big battle, and Bruce Banner was like, don't worry, I'm going to Hulk out, or whatever he says. And he
Jumps out of the plane.
jumps out of the plane, and then the camera,
He doesn't transform.
he does not Hulk out, and he commits
Oh.
suicide, smashes the ground. I'm
And
just
then
like,
turns into Hulk.
I'm just like, what the shit?
Here's a question. What would happen theoretically, like if he died as Bruce Banner, like killed himself, had every bone in his body broken, then turned into the Hulk, and then turned back into Bruce Banner?
He regenerates because he said in the first Avengers movie, he said when he met Black Widow that I shot myself. Well, he put a gun in his mouth.
And the green guy caught it. He said,
The
Ate
green
him,
guy
or-
spit it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, so it's safe to say with that statement and us clearly seeing in Thor Ragnarok that he can't die. Hold on. I gotta turn around. Gotta turn around. Okay, go ahead, talk.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think this movie honestly was Chris Hemsworth playing Kevin from Ghostbusters playing Thor.
Okay.
You know what I like? Cause he was funny. He is a funny guy apparently. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know him personally, but
He was in Vacation.
Yeah.
With Ed Helms and Christina Applegate, right?
With a 14-inch cock.
Yeah.
Whoa, where'd that come from? Oh wait, that's a knife.
I mean, Chris Hemsworth has a prosthetic cock. It's a 14-inch cock in Vacation, the remake.
Oh,
Yeah, wait a minute.
He doesn't actually have a 14-inch
First of all,
cock.
I just got super jealous because he's good looking and has a huge. That would have been maybe.
Dirk Diggler shit there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have ruined my life. Because I always hope that people that are so much better looking than me have smaller wieners than me. 'Cause at least I have something on them.
Yeah, totally off subject, but if anybody who was listening in the Movie Guys verse, or especially you guys here on the show, if you've not seen the remake of Vacation, I highly recommend it. Just because Chris Hemsworth has a 14-inch cock.
It's no Vacation, but it's a funny movie all the time.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that hurt? Like,
Her or him?
well, Yeah, I mean, I would imagine that would really
All right,
hurt.
let's go back into phase 3.
Let's go. Sorry about that. Okay, so we'll go back to phase 3 here. And the last movie that we're talked about was, of course, Black Panther. I was the only one out of the bunch that did not really care for that movie that much when we did our review.
Ouch.
Yeah, I
Woof,
know.
woof, woof.
I'm a dick.
That's supposed to
But-
bark you out there.
You're a
but
14-inch prosthetic dick.
Jeez. But no, I mean, like, Black Panther is good. I'm not saying it's not good. I actually think it's better than Doctor Strange, and it's better than some of the other Phase movies that we've talked about in the previous episodes. But it you know what? Ultimately, it just didn't do it for me.
sure.
It just did not do it for me. And I made my point clear in that one. But Eric and Ed, you guys loved it, right, Eric? I mean, you love Black Panther.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Black Panther's dope, man. I really do wish that Marvel can find a way to make Fantastic Four work, because Black Panther and Fantastic Four do some shit, and I like Black Panther, and I just thought the casting was dope. I think he looks dope. It's a Chadwick Bosworth. It just plays everything. I just liked it. It was just enjoyable. I liked it. I liked the way that they introduced vibranium and it was just a good. It was just like a good Marvel movie. They should be proud of it, and I know they are. And it was just good, man. I having trouble finding the words just because I've already said so much during our original review. I just liked it, man. It was just a good story. Good
Yeah.
movie.
I 100% agree with you. Like, and plus, like you said, I wish they could make Fantastic Four work because Silver Surfer A is so badass. The Fantastic Four tie in to literally every other Marvel comic. You know, you have to have like major crossovers for everybody else, but like fucking Mr. Fantastic and Doctor Strange have to fight fucking Dormammu together, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? So like they tie into everything with each other. So I wish they could make it work. But like you said, you know, everybody said so many good things about this movie. We've reviewed it before. I've always personally loved the story of Black Panther. I thought Black Panther was one of my favorite comic book characters growing up. It was one of my favorite stories. And I'm glad that they did it well. You know, I'm glad that they took their time to make this movie right. And, you know, they knocked it out of the fucking park. They really did.
Yeah, and not to the Wesley Snipes movie that they were going to do in 1992, right?
Right.
Now,
Well, luckily, we would have been able to forget about that one by now.
yeah, but Griffin was not a part of that episode for Black Panther. So Griffin, what's your 2 cents here on Black Panther?
I love Black Panther. It's just a great movie. It's just a great movie, and then it's really good in
Yes.
Marvel as well. I mean, I have so many good things to say about it that I can't think of them, but it was really great. I love the casting. I love what's the word I'm looking for? The uniqueness of the setting. What was the term they used? Was it Afro-futuristic? Was that it?
Oh yes, you know what? There's what's that game? Overwatch has a spot like that, where there's a high tech town in Africa, and it just seems like it's kind of a cool area to have it, like this huge tech future city in this kind of sunny kind of Sahara Serengeti type environment. It looks just fitting. It's cool.
And the culture mixed in just so perfectly with it. It's like we have this future like place full of technology that is beyond, our years or whatever. But they still had rhinos that they were training, right?
Right.
It was awesome. It was a great movie, and I want to see it again.
So on that note, we'll go to our big questions of the night. Griffin, what one was the best in Phase 3 so far? Which one's the
We
best?
still have 4 more to go.
Yeah, but right now, going into Infinity War, what we have seen, which
Are
one's
we-
the best?
If I could just are we then just going to assume that Ant-Man and the Wasp are just not going to be?
Well, they will, but this is just for our segment that we're talking about tonight.
Yeah.
But anyway, Griffin, which one would you say is the best? Which one's your favorite? The best?
Black Panther had me feeling some type of way. I'm gonna go with that
There
one.
you go.
Black Panther. Okay. Ed, which movie in the Phase 3 segment here has been your favorite or best?
Well, I said at the beginning, I thought of them all, my favorite was Black Panther. Close second would have been Homecoming, and again, an even tighter race between second and third was Guardians.
All right. And Eric, which one's the best or your favorite?
I'm still flipping a coin between Spider-Man and Black Panther, but you know the big difference is between the two are the villains, because they're both like within the realm of a good first movie villain. Vulture was a perfect level, not huge, not arch nemesis type, but defeatable, and and same with Killmonger, where he was kind of just in his reasoning for doing what he did, and his backstory about everything and how he came to power, and he was just an awesome fucking villain, man, and uh, just played so fucking well. I mean, I thought it was just a really cool villain. And the way that he took down Vegeta too, he was inspired by Vegeta. Did you know that? Oh, god damn, he even looked. I really liked.
Did you just go Super Saiyan just there? You definitely.
Right there.
I fucking wish I did, but
Nerd!
yeah, I really liked just everything about that. It was just really good. Why the hell can't I think Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger? Damn, man, it's really tough. I think Black Panther.
Yeah.
I think, but I'm only saying that because I've seen Spider-Man like a few dozen times already. Like I will put it on in the background. So I may be saying it just because I've seen it too many times and I'm ready to see more Black Panther. But like, yeah, I'll just take. I like Black Panther so far. I'll just make a decision.
All right, Griffin. So out of the Phase 3 movies that we've talked about so far, which one is the worst in Phase 3?
Come back to me. Come back to me.
All right, Ed, which one is the worst in Phase 3?
I'm gonna throw you a curveball and say there isn't a worst in this Phase 3. I mean, they're all awesome. And I had said it. I mean, if you put a gun to my head and said pick one, I would say probably Thor Ragnarok if I had to pick one. But like, it doesn't mean I didn't hate it. It wasn't bad. It just it was the least. Like I said, it was. It's the worst. It's like if you're gonna put it in any phrase, it's the worst picture in the Hall of Fame. Like, it's
all right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Eric, do you have a worst in Phase 3?
Thor Ragnarok, undisputed. I mean, just right there. Just because they merged, you guys already know. If you guys need to hear the big fucking full rant, go download the episode of Thor Ragnarok. But the way that they merged stories, some of my favorite stories of Marvel, they kind of hurried along, and they could have. That's just what that is. I don't need to go any more than that. I like Doctor Strange. It's eye candy. The movie was kind of like at an Ant-Man level to me. But it was pretty to look at. That's
right.
for damn sure. So I'm glad I was real high for that one. But that's just
legally.
Yeah. Oh yes. On medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Marijuana medicine. And
yes. All right. Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok, then, just because, again, it was funny, it was good, it was a good movie, it was entertaining. The director, who's that, Taika Waititi or whatever, who did Search for the Wildebeest, Hunt for the Wildebeest. I like him in this character, and it felt like a hurried story. Like they just wanted to make Thor 3 quick, and they made this one. And also, they introduced a bunch of other characters in here, too, like hastily,
Yeah, you're right. I would agree with you. Griffin, what about you? You told me to come back to you. Which one's the worst, if you have one?
I agree with both of them. Thor was very funny, was, chewing your popcorn. Yes, it's good, but it wasn't my favorite. So yeah, that one, gun to the head, that's the one I'll take.
Fair enough. And now, our famous last question of the night. We'll go with Ed first because I want to hear Griffin. Let it soak in for Griffin here.
That's
FMK, fuck, marry, kill. You ready, Ed?
all right.
Fuck, marry, kill. Drax the Destroyer.
Oh,
All right.
Thanos.
Ooh.
Daddy.
Rocket Raccoon.
Ooh.
whoa.
Bestiality.
Yeah.
Is
I
it,
guess-
is it though? Is it though? 'Cause
Yeah,
he's
yes, it is.
ridiculous.
That body,
He's a raccoon.
his brain is different. We get that, but that body is still the same. Come on.
Sorry, trash
Oh.
panda, which is way
Trash
worse.
man. Trash man. I'm still going with my question because I thought it'd be funny. So fuck, marry, kill.
Okay.
Drax the Destroyer, Rocket Raccoon, and Thanos.
I would. Oh God, I would fuck Rocket because.
You want to get that animal?
You're a
Well,
furry. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes like I get it. You know. Plus, he doesn't really seem like the marrying type, but like he's not an asshole. You wouldn't want to kill him. Drax seemed to love his wife a lot,
Hmm.
and he talks about a beautiful story of how they made it, which is like, so like he loved his wife, and he's super sad whenever he talked about his wife and daughter. And Thanos totally seems like the worst sugar daddy ever. Like that dude might be a pimp, but like he's like, as soon as I bust a nut, I'm getting up off the cot kind of dude. So like he probably would also murder you. So I'd kill Thanos. So fuck Rocket, marry Drax, and kill Thanos.
All right, Eric. Fuck, marry, kill. Rocket Raccoon, Drax the Destroyer, and Thanos.
I feel like it's safe to say that we're all gonna marry Drax, right? Because of his emotion side, showing in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 of him being a kind of a one to not dance.
Ha ha ha! You are so embarrassed.
But that probably would be shitty too. Is that he never would connect with me emotionally because he's unable to. Either way, I'll tell you right now, I'm fucking Thanos right now. That Infinity
Whoa.
Gauntlet, I can tell you. I mean, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a good time. Okay.
I
Hey,
wonder if
listen.
they have an Infinity Stone cock ring.
I'm about to say that gauntlet. It has. We're assuming that thing's full power, right? It's got all the stones in it.
yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. We could do the ultimate power, and we could go back in time and do it over again.
Yeah. And you could let Dormammu watch.
Yeah, we do it in different dimensions too.
Yeah.
Like I could have I could have 12 of me. You know, it's gonna be great. That's gonna be a good time. I feel like I'm gonna kill Rocket because I feel like he's just gonna kill himself eventually. And yeah, that's just it. Don't G's me. What you've seen the movies, like
I have.
that guy's.
Jeez.
If you woke up in a raccoon's body, I mean, are you gonna be the cheerful?
No, yeah,
Yeah.
I got you.
Cheerful as Drax, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Griffin. It's all on you now. Fuck, marry, kill. Drax the Destroyer, Rocket Raccoon, and Thanos.
For legality reasons, I do not say bestiality is okay,
There you go.
but I totally like Rocket's attitude and his personality, and I'd fuck that. But not the raccoon. I cannot get behind that. So
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to kill him because I cannot get behind it. But
So okay. To make this clear, you have to kill Rocket.
yeah,
Okay. All right. Just
I'm like
making
an
sure.
animal
I
lover,
just-
but, like not like that.
Hey,
Yeah, no,
sometimes you
I
gotta
get
kill
you.
something, otherwise you're gonna fuck it. You know.
Yeah.
Do you say you're gonna fuck his personality? I mean, how can you? Okay.
Like if I can, he woke up as a raccoon, let's put it into something else.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just remembering an old YouTube video where a guy says, "I can't fuck your college degree." Anyway, sorry.
Freaky Friday is
MC
bad
Good
enough. You know, you
Yeah.
don't need a Freaky Friday into a raccoon.
Sorry about that. Okay, so you're gonna kill Rocket. All right.
I'll let Thanos get behind me once or twice.
Ooh.
You know what? I'm just gonna marry him. I'm gonna marry Thanos.
Oh, you're gonna
There
marry
you go.
Thanos.
Well,
Yeah, because he's real powerful, and I like that in a man.
Or whatever he
And-
is. Yeah.
Yeah, and Drax would kind of drive me crazy after a while. So
Good
So
call.
you would you would fuck Drax, but you would marry Thanos.
I would prefer to fuck Rocket's personality over Drax? This is you're asking a very complicated person a complicated
There
question.
you go. Rocket.
There we go.
Rocket pre-surgery. Then
Yes, I like him a lot.
there you go.
And then I
Pre-surgery.
can have Groot, double team me. It'd be cool.
Like-
Ooh, those
like-
vines.
Talking
Like
about getting some wood.
Woo!
teenage Groot or adult Groot.
Adult Groot.
Well, he could be like 18. 18 is 18's a teenage.
That's a
it's
that's a
still
silly
teen.
question. You come on now. You knew the answer to that question because you want to do adult Groot, just like we all do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who doesn't? Who
We
doesn't?
are
do it?
Groot.
Yeah,
We all
Come
are
on now.
Groot.
Groot.
he's the giving
But
tree.
nice. All right, well, everybody, thank you so much for listening to this most recent episode here of Movie Guys Podcast for our conclusion of the Marvel Cinematic Universe leading up to Infinity War. And Griffin, we are going to have you join us for Infinity War for the review, right?
Perfect. Absolutely.
So this will be Griffin's actual first movie review with us.
Oh, cool.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, like actual movie review, not a retrospective. So this will be fun. It's a different kind of the show. So we'll be interested in that. If you like this episode, everybody, make sure to check us out at movieguyspodcast.com. Go to iTunes, search Movie Guys Podcast. Also on Facebook, Movie Guys Podcast. On Twitter at Movie Guys Pod. And also on Podbean, movieguyspodcast.podbean.com. You can find this show and other shows such as Podpast, For Your Distraction. Hey, I like that game, an Underground Hot Pot. But Griffin, can you please tell everybody where they can find you at and what do you do?
I am a tabletop role-playing gamer on Twitch. So you can find that at twitch.tv/Wheelhouse RPG. Wheelhouse RPG. That's it. Find me on my Instagram at Griffin Maria Model and Twitter at Griffin Maria AZ, I think.
It's one of the two.
I should
If you get confused, Movie Guys verse, just look at our friends list. I'm sure you'll
Yes.
find her.
You can just find me via you guys.
She is the pretty lady. She's not us. Trust me.
Thank you.
I know. I had to do it.
Pretty lady.
Are you? I mean, sometimes. Look at me.
Look at that.
No.
No,
Hey.
your beard says pretty lady.
Hey, my wife said, just like Deadpool's wife said, your face is the one I can learn to sit on. So. I had to do that Deadpool reference.
Good.
So thank you so much, everybody, for listening to this episode. Eric and Ed, thank you again for joining me, guys. Like always, I appreciate it. And Griffin, thank you again for taking the time, and we will talk to you guys next week for another awesome episode. Have a good night.